right, you guys? Podcast time.
Chew. It's quieter.
Fucking podcasting right now.
Chew quieter.
And now, to the podcast studio.
Welcome back to Chew Quieter, everyone. We have our guest this week, JD Howard. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Thanks for having me back again.
Yeah, man, no problem. What are you drinking over there?
This is, well, actually, I'm kind of back on the wagon. I didn't drink for a little while. This is Traveler, Chris Stapleton's.
That's some good stuff.
Yes, it's good stuff.
What are you drinking, Armando?
Traveler. It's a bourbon. Yeah, Chris
bourbon.
Stapleton.
Okay. Am I drinking?
Yeah.
Rum.
Rum.
Cracking. Always cracking.
Oh, okay.
99
Yeah, that Traveler's
proof.
really good. It's basically Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, it basically is Buffalo Trace. Yes.
Just a little lighter.
Good stuff. I got a bottle of Blanton's and a bottle of Sinatra for my birthday, but I'm not going to open them. Not for a while.
Yeah.
Special occasions only.
Oh, is a Sinatra? The Sinatra's not that special. They make it all the time.
Well, I think it's the fact that they filter it a little bit more than they do the Gentleman Jack, and the fact that they put it in like a Swarovski crystal bottle or something like that. But
Yeah. I'm saying, but it's not like it's hard to get. You can go down to the store and get Sinatra all the time. So like I can't go and find Blanton's anywhere.
I got the Sinatra from my GM at work, and he was nice enough to give me a bottle of it.
Nice.
So
It's a good bottle. It's more readily available than the Blanton's. The Blanton's a little harder.
well, you're drinking Kraken, and that stuff's like 99 proof. You're making moonshine basically,
Yeah.
direct from the Bahamas Trench or something like that.
It's only 91 proof.
I thought it was higher than that.
Or 94 proof.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it makes it really good.
Alcoholics.
Yeah, that's Chris. There's a drink
on the
called a
rocks.
Dark and Stormy that I like to drink when I go on a cruise. And they put light rum in the bottom, and then ginger beer, and then on the top they pour dark rum, and it filters down through it, and it looks like a storm. But they use Kraken for that.
Nice.
I'll have to try Kraken one day. It's just, I know what happens to me when I drink rum, so.
What happens to you when you drink rum, Gabe?
The same thing that happens when I drink tequila.
He turned into a pirate, and his clothes fall off.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, well, you're all a bunch of alcoholics. I'm just drinking Sunny D over here.
Sure you are.
You know what? I wonder what Scotch would taste like in this. It's very sugary. Like it's very sweet tooth. And I feel like I should be watering this down because it's very strong.
It's almost syrup.
Oh my God, it's pretty bad.
The kind of Scotch that you drink you probably still taste just Sunny D. So
I'd pretty much put close to the whole bottle in there, JD.
Okay, then you just taste Scotch then.
Just to make it a little bit darker. Give it that kind of brown
I miss
look.
you guys. I miss you guys so much.
So unfortunately, I mean, you're here. I mean, we're here to catch up a little bit, but you're also here because you have some things that you want to discuss and
Needs to get some shit off his chest.
Yeah. So basically, everyone, this is almost a continuation of the Darb episode that we had. What was it, last year? 9 months ago or something like that.
It was last year.
Yeah. Where I exposed Darb Whitfield for being a piece of shit. Just well, go listen to it, and you'll get the gist of what we're talking about.
This is part 2.
Yeah, this is part 2 of that. To break it down, essentially, there was someone named Darb Whitfield, took advantage of a situation, withheld money from a charity, 501c nonprofit that Armando runs here off-road. Darb also used parts that were donated to this event that were supposed to be raffled off, and he kept these parts. There's a lot of things going on that were very nefarious.
Yes, and as far as the manufacturers who donated these parts had no clue what was happening until we pretty much exposed it.
Right.
So, like we said, this is part 2 of that. JD has some information that he wants to give out and talk about. So, JD, the floor is yours.
Well, the first thing I wanted to talk about was, and I know that a lot of the people that were at his event called Crawl America, and I don't want to really knock the event itself overall. I mean, Chris and I, when Armando was there in Utah, we had a blast. When we were in Missouri, we had a blast, and Missouri was my first exposure to behind the scenes. He wanted to make me a partner. So he asked me to help him run the event. Well, I saw the dirty, dark side of Darb. By the way, that meme you posted the other day was just absolutely hilarious. um, I'm sure everybody, yeah, okay, well, everybody's smiling. I guess y'all saw it. But I saw the dirty, dark side of Darb. I saw his attitude towards other people, and you know how we talked last time about he kept saying, well, COVID hit us really hard. COVID hurt us. COVID hurt us. COVID hurt us. COVID didn't hurt you, Darb. Your mismanagement of money is what hurt you. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're borrowing money from friends and family members and everybody else just to make ends meet so the event could take place is what hurt the event. I made the mistake of being a benefactor for that event, and he owes me a lot of money. We're talking over $20,000. Now he owes Gabe pretty close to that, from what I've understood before.
Yeah, breach of contract for an event we were supposed to do for him.
Right.
He never paid the deposit for it, so he breached the contract that we had in place, and I knew I was never going to get the money, so I never bothered to try to sue because he's not had the money. And even if I did try to sue now, JD and I have talked about this privately. I came very close to suing him. I was saving money for a lawyer to put on retainer, and I thought to myself, even if I do win judgment, what are the chances that he actually will pay? Because it at that point becomes a collection issue.
Right.
That I would have to, again, go to court for to garnish wages and do all this other stuff because he won't pay it. I know he won't pay it. That's a pride thing at this point for him, too. So you have more details on him kind of with his attitude about not willing to pay what he owes other people.
There are people that are in the G community around here in Knoxville that I know, no names mentioned, but it's not, by the way, if you're watching this, it's not slander if it's the truth. I'm just saying this right now.
Mm-hmm.
And, he doesn't have the balls to come after me, so I'm not really worried about it.
Well, don't forget, he told people that he was lowering up to sue me with papers, and he sent a cease and desist.
Oh,
and
wow.
there was nothing ever sent. Nothing ever happened. So.
He sent you a piece of paper.
No, he just sent nothing.
No, nothing.
Oh, wow. Well,
he threatened that. It never happened, though.
Well, the media and pictures and video from two events, one in Springfield, Missouri, and one in the most recent one in Pennsylvania that I was part of, people still haven't gotten anything. The only thing that people from Pennsylvania got, and I even got the email, was a link to a coupon for some beard oil.
I didn't even get that.
And I think the only person that I know, well, it's a guy that lives, I'm not going to mention his name, but a guy that lives in Indiana who has a really big, thick beard. They got coupons for beard oil, but they haven't gotten anything else. Now, the last I heard through the Facebook and through all the social media for the Pennsylvania event was from one of the people that was handling, that did all of the media, that did all the filming and all the pictures, and that there was something being worked out so that all of that media and the coffee table books and all the other stuff that was promised to everyone in the event who paid $3,000 a piece to be there was going to happen. And then the business changeover in Knoxville, where Rocky Top Customs became Trek Works, and they moved to a new location. And Darb is the CEO of the place. There are 3 or 4 other people working under him. not going to mention their names. I kind of feel sorry for them actually, because they're having to work with him and they're having to suffer through all the stuff that's been going on since that place opened. And I've shared with several of you a lot of the events that have happened at that place recently. Kind of sad actually, but the reputation of TrekWorks is not good. People are not, there are some people that are happy with their work from there, and they're the customers that were there when the place opened up. But as far the main thing that I'm really worried about, it still bothers me to this day. It just is just the media that was promised all these people that paid all this money, and they've never seen it, and they're probably never going to see it. And it's not the people that did the media's fault. It's not their fault at all. It's the person that was supposed to pay them.
Right.
And when you hire a media company and you have to pay them $30,000 to do an event, and you don't pay them, you're not going to get your stuff.
Yeah, well, we still don't even have any pictures from Small.
Right.
So,
well, and that's exactly why I had a contract with Darb the last go around with him, was because the 2 prior events that I did for him, it took him over a year to pay me. And I had 2 other guys that I was working with that were relying on this money also to get paid for the work that they did. One of these times was in Moab when it was 115 degrees outside for an entire week.
That was my first one.
So we were busting our ass, climbing these hills, hiking trails and all this shit. And we're waiting a year to get paid on something that we gave him back his product in a very reasonable turnaround time. And he was very happy with it. A lot of people saw it. That's besides the point. It's usually
you were supposed to do the
it's
Utah
usually
one,
deposit.
weren't you, Gabe?
What's that?
Weren't you supposed to do the Utah one?
Yes, that's the one that I backed out of because he breached contract.
Yep.
And it's usually a case of in this business, media business, we generally get a deposit. And because it was for a nonprofit, for the first few years, I didn't take a deposit. But because the last time we kind of almost got fucked, I made a lot of threats, and I almost sued him like that last time because he wasn't paying us. So I knew if I was going to do it again, I wanted assurances, and I wanted half of the money up front.
Well, his attitude toward anybody that he owes money to is, fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
That's his attitude.
Yeah, I know
I've
someone
witnessed
like that.
him saying it. And like we were talking about you mentioned the raffle items in the beginning of the podcast. There were, I don't know whether it was 2, 4, or 6, but there were helmets donated by Axel. I guess that's Marvin's brother, right?
Father.
Father.
Marvin's
Father.
dad.
Okay, father. Okay, sorry. There were helmets donated, and I remember seeing those helmets hanging up in Darb's garage, and 2 of them hanging up in his Jeep, but none of them were ever raffled off. Also, a full set of Radflow shocks, and those are, coilover shocks, very expensive. And those, we all know whose Jeep those went on. They went on his Jeep. It's just the fact now that he owns a business, and I don't know how much money he's making, but he's making money. He has the ability to pay some people back, or at least get the video paid for, to give all these people that were involved with Crawl America those 2 years, 2022 and 2023, get them their media, their pictures, and their video that they were promised and that they paid for. Now, I know that some of the Crawl America people were thinking about getting together and filing a class action lawsuit. And I told them, I said, if you do that, the most you can do is put a lien on his business. And yeah, that would hurt. Mm-hmm. That would hurt him. But right now, word of mouth travels faster than anything else. And,
a lien's pretty good too. A lien does a lot of damage to an off-road shop.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know what those people are doing. I mean, I talk with them every once in a while through a special forum that I'm involved with. It's people that were involved with Crawl before, and I mean, it goes all the way back to what Gabe told me about in the beginning. Please pardon me if I get this guy's name wrong. Was his name Nate?
Yeah, Nathan. Nathan Rizzofi.
Okay, the originator that Darb essentially took the event from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's just all of us, all the things that Darb has said about us and his attitude towards everybody. I mean, even his attitude toward the Great Smoky Mountain Jeep invasion. I mean, just I try not to think about it too much because when I do, and then I'm out in the garage with my sparring gloves and my heavy bag, and here's just something. I'm just going to be petty. He borrowed my hard top. He needed a hard top. Didn't even match the 3 gay colors on his Jeep. But he borrowed a hard top from me, and I didn't know when I was going to get it back, and then I found out he sold it.
Yeah, selling something that's not yours is theft,
and that is theft. And borrowing money from somebody to fund an event and not paying them back is also theft. And if it's what's the total for grand theft?
I believe it's less than 5,000.
Yeah, I think it's 5,000 or over, something like that. That's grand theft. So doesn't that make him a criminal?
Sounds like it.
Okay, all right, cool. Darb, you're a criminal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, if he wants to deny
I don't
that,
care, guys.
we can always.
I got nothing to lose here.
Yeah, we can always.
Slander is if it's not slander if it's true.
Like I said, we can always have the IRS look into his finances because we know for a fact those are cooked. Those books are cooked.
What books? I never saw books. I asked to see books, and he would never show them to me. He always gave me some kind of lame ass excuse why he wouldn't show them to me.
Because he doesn't have them. He don't have them. I don't think he's ever
used
kept
the Timo version of Quicken.
And what's really interesting is the fact that most of the events, all the hotels that he booked for everybody to stay in were all part of the Hilton family. So he got points for those. His Hilton honors points have got to be through the roof. No wonder he's when he takes his family on vacation, he's able to stay at nice Hilton hotels. Yeah.
Yes. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it doesn't take much, like you said, for word to get out in the off-road industry. There's plenty of examples of that. So it's just a matter of time before the word gets out again, like it did last year when we did the first expose. There was some feedback that we got. I got a lot of feedback from that, from people that were like, "Hey, is this true? Did this really happen?" I'm like, "Yes, this really happened." I also got messages from people that it happened to them from him, and they were giving me their side of the story. So, like you said, it's not defamation if it's true.
My phone blew up 2 days later after we aired that.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I was kind of idly threatened right before that episode, literally like just an hour or so before that episode, I was kind of idly threatened by someone who said, there's a reason that I pay retainers to have lawyers, and I was just like, yeah. But I kept it light that night, but tonight I've just kind of let everything out, and I just want to get the word out there to everybody, including any major Jeep event, whether it's the New Jersey Jeep invasion, Great Smoky Mountain Jeep invasion, Jeep Beach, any type of Jeep event. If you see his name involved, run, go the other way.
What's the name of his new shop?
Trekworks.
And that's in Knoxville.
Trekwerx.
It's not much imagination.
Well, that's what Crawl America was under, was Trekworks.
Correct. But if you're trying to hide, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's not very smart.
Yes. They're trying to hide, yeah.
It's like he's just doing a big fuck you to everybody. And he's sitting back laughing, which is kind of sad, but... Well, but the thing is, so I can understand why he's doing it, because he looks at it as most of the customers that come to his shop know nothing about his past. Know nothing about Crawl America.
Mm-hmm.
And
So-
people that gave him the money to the bank that gave him the money to buy that business didn't know anything about his past because,
Correct.
it's a business loan. It's not a personal loan. So,
Yeah. Well, it's still, to get a business loan, you still got to have something personally attached to it. You can't just walk in and get a business loan. Trust me, I know these things because right now I'm doing the same thing.
okay.
So it does come off your personal credit. So they have to look into you. But with him, that part of it probably wouldn't be attached to him somehow. That when they do a background check, that stuff doesn't even pop up.
And
JD,
we can't
didn't
really
you say
say
he has
anything
a-
about his loan.
No.
Didn't you say he had a partner though?
He has, he's a CEO. He's a CEO. There's also a COO and then a CFO. And those people they're people that I know and I've worked with before. And they seem to be pretty cool, trustworthy people. And I just don't know why they'd want to, align themselves with him.
I hope they didn't align their social security numbers to him either, because
Yeah, me too.
he'll probably rip them off that way.
Well, Trek
one way
Works
or
hasn't
another.
posted anything on their Facebook page since March. So, so I don't really know what's going on there. And, that's completely up to them. I mean,
Well, let's face it, he's not a very good person when it comes to social media or media, period.
and he's not.
So-
But there are people that work for him that are. That being said, I don't know if that person's still working with him anymore because there was a lot of jibber jabber and character destruction. Once that last episode aired, I was blocked on everything. I think a lot of us that had any connection with him, we all got blocked at that point. I think Chris and I were blocked before that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I was blocked away before that.
Armando, did Hero Off Road ever get paid completely for all of that?
We got paid finally for what he said was the residual.
Okay. If
Like,
that was
for,
actually
like,
the residual.
he's all caught up. Like, there's no years that he's got to pay or anything.
No, he paid for, so he gave us a number on what he was giving us, and we always got the number. We got the number finally after the last one, a year or so after.
And by the way, shameless plug, if you need a really good hoodie fishing shirt, Hero Off Road has some really great ones right now. I ordered one that's going to be here in like 2 days.
Nice. Good plug. For a good cause.
Yes, it is. It's a fantastic cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that the sign up for the next fishing trip's up too. Did I say that correctly, Armando?
Yeah, we're closing it tomorrow. The sign up for the 2025 Hooks for Healing Tuna Adventure closes tomorrow, and then we're drawing on the first for
Nice.
First round of participants. We're doing things a little different. We're going to bring in 4 of the past attendees. So the idea of that is those 4 are going to be our cheerleaders to stardom and get everyone pumped about at the boat and whatever. There's always an apprehension of what the trip's going to be, and everyone kind of comes around and kind of spreads out a little further away from each other at the start, and then we start boarding in, and then the BS starts, the joking starts, the fun starts, and then everyone gets settled in, and then realize that
It's time to get
ready
off.
go. It's time to go. It's time to go. So we want to bring 4 of the past participants will come back again for a trip, and then we're going to choose. I think we're end up with 19 spots to select from. The 4, and then we have a couple of sponsor spots that are being filled, and then Ray and I will be out there.
Nice.
So,
Yeah. When is Hero going to do an off-road event? I know you had mentioned that in the past, but
well, we had talked about it, and then we just need to start doing that. Outlaw Off-Road, Doug Langford stepped up huge last year after the whole last episode
Darb
where
deal.
this all blew up. Doug stepped up, and they're doing their trail days. So any local Jeep group, company, whatever, if you want to do your own event and you want to have it be, instead of being a pass-through where you have to collect the money, we set up the page on our website. People pay through there, so there's the transparency of, well, you got paid and you didn't cross it over. No, you get paid directly to us, and then we work with funneling back data to the company that gets the participant information. So so the sign up is
way
all on
better.
our site.
I like
It's
that.
all on our site. So the funds go directly to us. You can show the receipt from us and our 501c3 that's involved with that. And then you don't have to worry about any of that side of things. And then when it's all done, when you need to shut down registration, we download the Excel file with all the participants and any information that you needed for the event and push that back out. So last year, Caleb and I worked together to make sure that that's going. And then now that Jeep Beach is over, we'll start working on this year's event with Outlaw. So
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
but yeah, but yeah,
I like that a
definitely.
lot.
If you have an off-road shop or a Jeep club or whatever, and you want to create an event, we would do the backside with the website, host the page, do any promotion that we need to do on our side of things, keep that side of it going, and then make sure that you're not. There's never a question on did it go to the organization. It's always going to go to the organization, and then we're going to post how we're going to spend the money. You know what, we're still doing. We got to backtrack against here. Is Patriot Crawl is on its 10th year this year, and we typically do it at EJS, and EJS came and went, and we kind of just didn't say anything. But what we're doing is we're moving to Trail Hero.
Cool.
So the Patriot Crawl will be, I think we start marketing here soon, and Patriot Crawl will be taking over Hero for the day, and it will be the Patriot Crawl presented by Trail Hero and taking over that time. So
Are we doing that this year?
The vendors. Yeah, this year.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's great, man.
Trying to get out there this year. Trying.
You're gonna have your hands full, so I don't expect that you're gonna be able to easily do this.
Well, you know what? It hasn't been an easy process with what we are doing right now. Typically it takes probably 2 to 3 months to actually set up a business. We have crammed this into a month. Not even a month. We're at week 3 right now. We've got business license, tax, building. Just signed the licensing agreement today and sent that off to Doug. So tonight I've been given permission just to let everybody know that there's going to be a new Outlaw Off-Road Huntsville location, and the only one in Huntsville with new ownership.
Sweet.
The previous owner is no longer with Outlaw, which guaranteed will make everybody happy in Huntsville, all the Jeep clubs and all the rest of it. It's myself and Ben Peralta will be taking over the reins of Outlaw in Huntsville. A lot more professional. It's a new shop. We have 10,000 feet of space. So we have a lot of room to grow. We're not just doing off-road, we're doing performance cars too. I've already got 4 big horsepower jobs coming into the shop. So we're ready to turn key and get moving. It's going to be a fun time.
Let me tell everyone, the way that he's explained to me, the way the customer experience is going to be, that's the way that I want to be treated. This is going to be another level shop. So
Yeah.
I'm
It's gonna
excited
be
to
awesome.
see this.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Well, Knoxville has a new Outlaw location too.
Yep, Lynn. I just spoke to Lynn on Tuesday. what's today?
Today's Tuesday.
Yeah, yesterday I spoke to Lynn, got back from Jeep Beach. Apparently had to have a sick day because partying too much at Jeep Beach, and had to have the Monday off to recover. And I'm like, dude.
No, everybody that I talked to, I was talking to them on Sunday night. They're like, man, can I talk to you tomorrow?
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah, I think Jeep Beach this year must have been pretty awesome. But what I'm looking forward to is I am now in control of myself again, not being a W-2 employee. I can push the business where I need it to be pushed. A lot of stuff was my hands was tied with this. I was brought in to do something. I couldn't do it. I was stuck behind a desk. Now I have Ben. He can sort of, we both have a business mind. We both know how to sell. We both know how to promote. So we're going to be all over the place. We're back doing Jeep shows again. Our first show will be Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion, coming out in force there. We've got we've got some big things happen. Like all the shops are coming out. We're coming out just as one shop, big. So we're going to have a pretty big presence at Smoky Mountain. But we'll be back at Jeep Beach with all the guys because this year was a great success for Outlaw. I will be back down at Panama City at their event because my family, Justine and the girls, love going down the beach, and it was their mini, vacation to go down there for the weekend and play in the sand and see all friends and whatever else. But yeah, we're kind of looking forward to it. We're just itching to get in and get going.
now, will you also be doing sports car stuff at that location as well, like your Mercedes and some of your other friends?
Correct. Yep. Yeah, we've got I've got an M8 to do with about an 800 horsepower upgrade. I've got 1,000 horsepower Mercedes coming in. We've got a 600 horsepower Mercedes coming in, and a couple of BMWs. So the performance side of the shop is going really well. The off-road stuff, we haven't even hit that yet. Like, that gets turned on, I think, Thursday. So we're back in business on Thursday, answering phones and whatever else is going to come to it. I know we're going to be busy because there's a backlog, because right now it's sort of been pushed to Hunt to Nashville store and to Knoxville right now. They're taking up the slack for us, which was nice of them, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to complain a bit of extra money coming in.
Right.
But no, they've reached out. They're all happy with what's happening, and they're going to come down to the open day, which you're all invited to the open day. Be good to see. I know on Monday's a little bit further away, but JD, I know that Jeep can drive 4 hours away to get down here.
I'm sure it can, and my other vehicle can too.
Yeah. I'll have a chat with Gabe later because I might need to shoot a commercial. So,
hell yeah,
we're going to change the way
If you need a voice for your radio commercial, just let me know.
Yeah, well, there you go. We're doing something. We're doing a lot of different things. So we're pushing out.
I could do it, or Gabe could do it too. Gabe could do it just as well as I do. So.
Yeah, you both got faces for radio, so we're all good there.
Yeah, he loves that joke, doesn't he?
That's like the third time in like an hour.
I
know.
But yeah, so everything's good.
You know what you need to have at your open house?
What's that?
It's one of those dunk machines, like people throw at the Target, and you sit on a bench and you fall in the water.
For some reason, everybody calls for Doug to sit up there. I don't know why. That everyone says put Doug up there.
I didn't say it, Doug. I didn't say it. I didn't say it, Doug. I didn't say it.
Will his hair plug survive?
So that was Justine's idea, was to get a dunk machine. So I'm just like, well, let's see if we can find one. That would be interesting.
So here's the thing. We'll do. I'll rent the dunk machine.
Mm-hmm.
You guys sell the balls.
As
a donation.
We can do that.
$5
Every ball is $5, but for Doug it's $50.
Ooh. You know what? We could turn this into a thing. I wonder if we can get.
Make some big money right there, yeah.
I tried to do this at Jeep Beach, but we couldn't find a dunk tank.
I think
you need to have a receipt book to give him after you're done, so he can claim it on his tax.
Yeah, who There's another truck coming, Doug. Who else could we have in there? We could have Jeremy Purick.
Yeah.
Jake
How
from
about
Savvy.
Jake, yeah.
Yeah. Any of your top guys in the industry can sit at a bench and you can command more money for those balls.
Yep. So we're looking at probably the grand opening will be the Saturday before Father's Day. Father's Day is the Sunday. I've already locked in Marvin from Flex Rocks and Rollovers.
Awesome.
Oh, $100 a ball for Marvin.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, I'm going to drop whatever I need to drop to come out to it. So I really appreciate that. Me and Marvin have been friends for a long time. So.
And if he gets Will, $500 a ball, and I'll have to fly out to those balls.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. Well, I'll have to look in to see if I can find one around town.
Oh, I'll find you one.
Because that'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll help.
That will be fun.
Even if you have to get it from Nashville or Murfreesboro.
And we'll get it from somewhere.
Yeah.
No, they're very.
There'll be somewhere in Huntsville. For sure.
It's true. It's Huntsville. There's got to be carnivals there all the fucking time.
There's got to be a party. Any party rental store is going to have that kind of stuff.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
Yes.
What school's not going to have a dunk machine?
They even make one that has double. You can put 2 people on it.
Oh.
It's like they're 2 tanks welded together side by side, and there's 2 benches, and you hit it with 1 ball, and they both go.
Oh, good. So you're not touching tips.
That'd be fun. So Jake and Jeremy at the same time.
Yes, that'd be funny. That would be funny.
So it's
Or Chris and Doug at the same time.
Hey,
Big Bounce Rentals in Huntsville.
he's already found.
He's already looked it up.
He's
already looked it up.
Has a dunk tank. What's the date? Let me reserve this now.
The 13th will be, I think.
$300 for a dunk tank.
June 13th. Okay.
Is
No, it's the
June
23rd, I
13th?
think.
Hang on, I think it's the 14th. Hang on.
I thought it was the 20th.
Summer fun entertainment, $250. Okay.
So
For a
June
day?
14th.
That's it?
Oh, it's Flag
Yeah.
Day, sorry. Is it Flag Day the 14th? When's Father's Day?
This event's already going off really well if he doesn't know what date it is.
Yeah.
No, I picked out June 14th, which is a Saturday.
There is no less than 25 dunk tanks in Huntsville right now.
There you go. So it's going to be June 14th because the 15th is Father's Day. So, yeah, is it Father's Day here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Was it Boxing Day, Boxing Your Dad Day in Australia?
No, I get two Father's Days because Father's Day, I think, is in September in Australia.
Oh, they have an
Fathers
actual
in
Father's Day
Huntsville?
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get 2 Father's Days. What did you say, Gabe?
Father Boxing Day.
Father Boxing Day. So the dad switched jobs for a day or something. I don't know.
Hey,
Your papa's a roommate.
I've got other big news. Ice better hurry
Knock
up
her
and
up.
fucking... No, Ice better hurry up and find me before I become a citizen on the 28th of May.
Uh-oh. Legal beaner.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Legal down under beaner.
That's it.
well.
Nice.
I've just got to pass a test. It's 10 questions. I have to get 6 right. I'm pretty
You
sure.
have to get a symbolic American symbolic gesture tattooed on you somewhere once that happens.
I've already got the flag on me. Well, kind of.
Oh, do you really?
Well, I've got the American Eagle.
That works.
So it's a little confusing. It's a Canada flag, maple leaf, American flag with American Eagle. That was for my American-Canadian trip back in, 2016.
Yeah, don't do that again.
This might be one of the questions, but let's see if you know. What are the 3 branches of the
Son of a
United
bitch.
States government?
I only have to answer one.
That's easy then.
The executive branch.
Right?
That's all I need to know. I just need to answer it once.
Where do you
I
live?
need to say 3.
What do you live under? What do you live under right now?
What do you mean what do I live under? The Constitution.
What are you in right now?
I'm in my house.
There you
State
go.
of
There's
confusion.
another.
Yeah.
Constant state of confusion.
You know what the funny thing is, though? I just did 100 questions last night for a test. And when I put on the spot, it's like I'm back at school and I'm going to fail a test.
It's executive, legislative, and judicial.
Yep, I'm going to remember executive. That's all I need to worry about.
Just got to remember judicial. It's the justices.
I was trying to lead him down a wrong path.
And the legislation. It's the dickheads that don't want to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the 13 stripes?
13 stripes. The original 13 colonies.
Right. The original 13 colonies.
Yeah. I called them, what did I say? The unions, I think I said.
The unions?
Yeah. So it's I knew in here what I meant. The word just came out wrong.
13 Boxing Days.
Yes. Plus 50 Father's Days.
Why is everything a Boxing Day in a foreign country? I don't understand that.
I don't know. You know what? I don't even know what it means. It's
You know
just a
what
day off.
You know what professional boxers don't have sex the night before a match?
Yeah, I heard about this. It's
They don't like each other very much.
I wish I could throw this
JD
baseball
comes
through
through
this
the-
fucking camera.
Armando's sitting there like, yeah. or he's like, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. I'm not going to come.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
No. Wait a minute. I need a timeout. I'm out of rum now. This is like this is a 2-rum episode. I got to be back.
Your kids are too old for dad jokes at this point.
Somebody told
the
me
fucked
that it
up
worked
thing
the
was
other
I didn't
day,
know.
man.
The fucked up thing is I didn't know that was going to be a joke. I thought that was there's an actual reason for that.
So did I.
What?
And then
Now,
he said that.
here's an interesting boxing fact, though. Mike Tyson, back in his prime, he was so worked up. His blood pressure was so high the day of a match. He would have relations with 3 or 4 women the day of the match. I don't know whether Don King was hiring hookers for him or, but he would have sex 3 or 4 times before a match. It's probably why Robin Gibbons left him, because he was so, before a match ever took place.
That poor guy, he got total sidetracked, or what's the word? When you just don't see something coming. Anyway, when he was interviewed with his wife on that TV show with Barbara Walters.
Oh gosh, I remember that.
Remember that?
He was like deer in the headlights the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, well,
because then she said
Yeah.
that he hits her.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like we didn't talk about this behind the scenes. What the hell?
we didn't talk about this. I don't know why you want to talk about me hitting her. I swear, all I was doing was having some over-easy eggs in the kitchen, and you made me angry.
I said folded eggs. Folded eggs.
No,
That's
Leon cake like folded eggs.
Yeah. This is what I missed about JD's. And when you hang out after the show, JD gets some drinks in him, and all these stories come out. You'd be trying to have a conversation, be like, "Hey, guess what? Do you know this fact? Hey, do you know about this?" But it's entertaining,
Gabe,
so it's good.
No, our other friend Gabe from Arrowheads, he's worse.
Oh yeah, it's
He gets 3 or 4 vodka Red Bulls in him, and he is. Hey, did y'all know that?
shut
he's
up,
like
Gabe.
that. He's like that dude from the Panhandle that does all those videos. He's got like 10 million followers now. Justin Nunley or whatever his name is.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you know that?
Well, funny enough, Gabe tried to take him off. There's a
Justin?
TikTok. Yes, there's a TikTok of Gabe trying to be Justin.
Oh, I
And I
imitated
thought-
Justin one time in the video, and I got a reply from Justin. It was pretty funny.
No, not that Justin. Different. Oh, yes, you did.
Because
Yes,
at the
you
end
did.
of it, I walked off the camera and I popped my
Yes.
head back in and said, "Hey, Justin, how'd I do?" And I got a Facebook message from him, and
Nice.
he said, "Don't quit your day job."
I have no idea who
say-
you're even talking about.
Doesn't watch
did he say?
TikTok.
Did he say you have a face for radio?
Maybe I should message Justin next time and say, when
Oh,
you
I
see
had
this
him.
dick on TikTok, message him and say, dude, don't give up your day job, stay on the radio.
I was filling in for a prior afternoon drive guy for a week while he was on vacation, and I called all these social media people that had over 1 million followers. I reached out to them or their people and said, "Hey, would you mind doing 5 minutes on the radio?" And Justin was the first one to say yes. That other guy, Goose, the guy with the big long beard, he did it. He did it too. He was absolutely hilarious.
Dude, he came to Jeep Beach. No, I think it was he was at Jeep Beach 2 years ago. He came to Jeep Beach because Cassie was with me, and she had no clue who he was, and she just turns around, Dad, who's that dickhead? Who is this guy? Is he paid to do this kind of shit?
I had Ginger Billy on that week too, and then I also had the guy from Kentucky. He was one of the originators of the whole doing a quick little bit. Emery King, they call him. I had him on too.
Did you have Ginger Billy out at Smoky Mountain a couple years ago?
I didn't.
Is that your invite, or
no,
he just showed up?
He just showed up, and
that's where it was.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, Ginger Billy just showed up.
Yeah, he was at Smoky Mountain my last trip out there.
Yeah.
He smacked me on the butt and said, "Grow one."
Hey, you know what would have been hilarious is have him and Doc beside each other in the cowboy boots and short shorts.
See who's the bigger redneck?
Oh my God!
It'd be like that arcade game. Ready, fight! Was it
Mortal
Street
Kombat.
Fighter?
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, there's this guy we call him Doc, and he's got this nice, perfectly round beer gut, and he's got this long red beard, and he dresses up in booty shorts, cowboy boots, and a red, white, and blue tasseled little shirt with his gut exposed, and a cowboy hat, and he takes pictures with everybody and sells a whole lot of light bars for Aerolids. So.
Oh yeah, and just walks the show and gets a whole lot of photos.
He was my roommate for an entire week at Jeep Invasion at the hotel. That was an experience.
Yeah, he's a blast.
Do what?
You and Doc?
Yeah, he needed a place to stay, and I said, "Well, the room's got 2 double beds. You can sleep in one of them." He's like, "Excellent."
Wow.
Yeah, he's a blast.
Nice. I love Doc.
Yeah, we need to get the band back together. That's what we need to do.
Yes, we do.
I don't know if I can sleep with him for in a room.
Well,
surprisingly, he doesn't. Gabe said he snored like a freight train, but he doesn't.
Oh, how does Gabe know? Gabe snores like a freight train. He sucks the walls in.
So does Armando.
Yeah.
When I say Gabe in that sense, I'm not talking about you, Gabe. I'm talking about the other Gabe.
Wait. How do you know I snore?
Because
everybody knows you snore.
We've slept in the same place before.
Armando, we've been to houses where you've slept.
Yeah.
And you've passed the fuck out. And we know where you're at because we can hear you.
Ah, okay.
You took a little cat nap on the couch at Dave Wong's house in Utah.
Yeah.
And
there's a honk and a whistle involved in your snore.
I didn't go to Dave Wong's house.
Yeah, you did.
I swear, yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Troy can vouch for me.
No, I did not go to Dave Wong's house.
I swear you were there, and you said, "I'm just resting my eyes for a minute," and all of a sudden I heard
No. I couldn't go because I'm allergic to goats.
I could have sworn you were there.
You're allergic to goats?
I'm farm animals.
Maybe that was Land of the Moonshine that week. I don't know.
That was a pretty fucked up week.
Yeah.
It's allergic to farm animals.
By the way, Chris, Landon told me to tell you hello.
Oh yeah, hey buddy.
And what gloves?
Velcro gloves.
That was Justine's. That was
her first.
That was her first ever off-road event where she got to meet everybody. So I'm glad it was the Crawl America crew and not Jeep Beach crew, because she probably would have ran for the hills.
I haven't been to a Jeep Beach yet, but I need to go.
Next year.
You really don't need to go.
Next year. It's just party time.
If I can get my Jeep trail worthy, there's so many things that, I mean, the build was done great, but the way they did the build, they did a lot of damage to the wiring harness and the wiring harness for the step sliders. And I'm still working with electrical issues. And I need a philanthropist / benefactor to help me finish building the Jeep. Because right now, if I was to unwind the coilovers in the front and I don't have coilovers in the back, I would have a Carolina squatted Jeep. So
then you would fit right in at Jeep Beach.
Yes.
Yes, I probably would.
Just get some
Especially
more
if you
lights
had
and
a
be
wall
good.
of speakers in the back and played Dominican Republic music.
It's 18, by God. Yeah.
Yep. Not you fit straight in.
Yeah. That's why I'll never go.
Yeah. But it's just like going to SEMA. I call it SEMA on the East Coast.
I'd rather go to SEMA just
Yeah,
because
me
I know
too.
what Vegas has in store for me.
Just to go to just to go to the
You know what you're going to expect when you go to SEMA?
Yeah.
just to go to the Mercedes-Benz area because they always have a full bar set up inside of their area. Because Jeremy Clarkson was talking about that during one of the episodes of Top Gear. Anytime he would go to
that's the
Las
motor
Vegas.
show. That's the motor show. That's not SEMA. SEMA's just, I don't know. For me, SEMA's just gone to shit. SEMA was good back before the 2000s.
Problem is, I can't stay in Vegas for more than probably 3
2016 and
days.
up.
Vegas is too much for me these days. When I was younger, a week, no fucking problem. These days, I'm fucking almost 50.
Well,
I need to be there 2 days with 1 day of rest, and then I'm good.
I don't remember Tuesdays at SEMA. Tuesdays are a blur. I don't know why. Just Tuesdays is a blur. Tuesday's the last day for setup. Wednesday's the first day when you're in the booth, and that's the most day I hate about SEMA is the Wednesday. Because I'm drunk as fuck on Tuesday night, passed out. I don't know how I got back to my room every Tuesday since I've had a booth at SEMA.
Were you snoring?
I don't know, but I woke up with all my... One time I woke up with all my clothes on.
You guys.
My hat, I always have my sunglasses up here. My sunglasses were still on my head. But my wallet was thrown everywhere through the room. I had cards, cash flying out everywhere. But I woke up with all my clothes on. I'm like, did I get robbed? What the hell happened
Chinese.
here? No, I just walked in my room and I must have taken my wallet out of my pocket and said, what the fuck? And just threw everything out of it and then passed out on the bed. Get up early Wednesday morning for the first day of SEMA and I'm in the booth drunk as fuck. I'm sitting on the stool going, fuck, I don't want to be here. And Russell walks in and Russell's about the same. And we're both sitting there going, hope nobody comes and talks to us today. Because I don't know what's going to come out my mouth. I don't know if it's going to be jargon or what it's going to be, but it's not a good look. I struggled that whole day. But we didn't drink that much. So I don't understand how we both got drunk. If someone spiked our drinks or whatever it was. But I don't even remember getting back to the hotel room. And we stayed, what's the old strip?
Fremont
Down
Street.
Fremont Street.
Yeah.
We're literally a block
Yeah.
off Fremont Street.
Ooh.
It was bad.
So you had where were you at? Like the Cortez?
No. So if
Don't
you're,
say Stratosphere.
you know where the stage is on Fremont Street? Mm-hmm. There's like a road that goes out of there, straight down the end of that. I can't remember what it was called.
I remember as a kid, Fremont Street. You drove down Fremont Street. Now it's all covered over and
it's where the Coyote Ugly bar is. There's a hotel across the street from it.
See, what happened was some old lady thought you were cute and thought you were part of the Thunder and Down Under show and spiked your drink. Then you got away. Then you got away because you're faster than the old lady.
Maybe, but she must have seen my photos back when I was 33 because I could probably pass for it, but not now.
you got mistaken for Chris Hemsworth, probably.
Yes, probably. I don't know how that would happen either, but you know, I know I don't have a face for radio, but I'm not that good looking as Chris Hemsworth. Sorry.
Let's wrap this up because we're starting to approach our 1 hour mark. But JD, thanks for coming on and kind of giving us a part two of the Darb expose and
Yes.
airing out some of the laundry that should be aired out, just because people need to realize that if they do business with him, they need to cover all their bases and do their due diligence.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
he's not trustworthy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, make sure that when they say they order your parts, that they actually order your parts.
Yeah. My advice would be just to go somewhere
for
else.
another customer to pay them so they can buy the parts that they need to order for the other person's Jeep. Right.
Yes.
Yep. My advice would be just to go somewhere else.
Yep.
So
Yeah, go to Outlaw Off-Road in Knoxville. They'll look after you.
I can name 3 really good businesses in Knoxville you can go to.
Yeah,
Actually, 4.
Jason's there. Rocky Top. Is it Rocky Top?
Let's see. Outlaw Off-Road, 127 Motorsports out in Greenback, Jesse Bryant. Jason Cooper at Rocky 4x4.
That's the one.
Rocky 4x4?
And what used to be called Just Jeeps and More, it's now called All Terrain Off-Road. Those are 4 really good places. Plus, I know 2 or 3 guys that work out of their garage. So if anybody needs anything as far as stuff here in Knoxville, holler. I mean, I'll point you in the right direction. I just won't point you toward Watt Road.
Which road?
We don't have to say that again. Well, everyone, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, JD. Again, thanks for coming on and
thanks for having me, guys. It's great to see all of you.
No problem, man.
Yes.
See you guys next week. Have a good one.
See you guys.
Good to see you, brother.
Bye.
See ya.